Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to the Mr. Best Reviews channel. We are also streaming live on Kiwan J TV. Hello, Kiwan J TV subscribers. I know y'all don't know me, but hey, I love y'all.
Hi. Hey, y'all.
Lord, Beauty of Black is back. Thou all
Yes, it
and the
is.
land can be restored because Tyler, Quintavious, Demarie, Claxton, Senior Perry
Period.
us some stuff. Oh Lord. I'm excited, y'all. This is the premiere of Beauty in Black. I'm going to be recapping it with Kiwan JTV. I'm very excited to do so and honored to do so. But how you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. How are you? How art thou? I am
How art
super.
thou? I'm living. I did my best to stop myself from watching the episodes. I got to episode 4
Ooh, that was hard, huh?
in a day. I feel like I binge watched it the way the drug addicts be doing the drugs.
My
But
God.
Lord, let's get into it. I know Q1JTV put a poll on her channel. I believe it was for this live.
Yes.
So take the poll if you're on her channel, but I'm gonna let Q1 take it away, beautiful.
Okay. All right. Y'all know I'm a little nervous. Okay.
Why?
My AB watched the whole season. All right. So just a quick recap. We picked up. Y'all last remember they turned state evidence on them raggedy assholes.
I
How
think
many
we
minutes we on
I
them
think
raggedy
we say
Bellaries?
those words.
Huh?
We are newly monetized. We don't know what we can say and what we can't, but I'm pretty sure we can say raggedy and ass
And
and 304. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure we can say it.
them raggedy tail 304s. But in the midst of that, the Bellaries still continue to be disrespectful AF, which is so odd to me when it was sitting in there. Olivia said she couldn't walk. Norman was like, she can walk. Jules tell them shut up. You know, he was like telling everybody to shut up. Everybody still yapping at the mouth. Norman said, I'll be out in the morning because y'all know Norman know people and he crazy. And so he told Olivia, you need to pay those people that you owe because being locked up ain't gonna save you. All right. So what we learned in this portion right here, Charles didn't have to go to jail. I, I said, well, you can unclench your booty cheeks, okay? So he wasn't arrested, but his mama threatened him to pay the money for her, or he will be in jail. So, what are your? I do want to know what are your predictions? Do you think that Charles was touched by Angel, and your thoughts about this whole scene right here?
I don't know why my brain, when you said was Charles touched by Angel, my brain went to, because you know I'm mad at Angel. I
Oh,
said, what is Angel done now?
I was thinking about bringing it on. Oh.
Oh Lord. No, he was definitely touched by an angel. Charles, I was happy to see he didn't go to jail because for whatever reason, that's the Bellarie that, okay, so he's still raggedy, but he not raggedy in like an evil way.
They
Not
are
quite.
rude.
But I mean, I'm not mad at Charles for not going to jail. Really, it's Olivia. Debbie Morgan, I love you, but the way Olivia makes me want to assault my elder should be studied. Because why are you talking crap when you can barely walk? Your leg is toe up because they done put you in the hospital. Your whole family's going down. And Charles looked at her and was like, after how you treated me, now you want something? Now you want something? So I'm here for it, but we know Mallory got a soft spot for Charles. And Barney, he missed that booty.
Mm-hmm.
Barney misses that booty. But
I
I'm
don't.
curious to see what happens with old drug addicted Roy.
Oh Lord, that weakling.
What's wrong with
Um.
Joseph Felton? Hello, y'all. Hello, chat. Go ahead, keep on.
So in the next scene, Alex is still watching everybody. Angel, raggedy ass, still disrespectful ass with his loud ass music because he think that. I mean, of course, he think he gonna get anyway. And Rain is about to be the HBIC of the club. And we just parking here. So my question is, the question was, first your thoughts, and should Rain have a club? And does Amy be gone? And should Rain have waited to be the owner of the club? She move too fast? Like, what are your thoughts on this scene? Is what
I
right here.
think we're having some audio issues. Let me know if y'all. Oh no, the sound is messing up.
Oh,
I'm not quite sure why. I'm muted when you're talking. Go ahead and try again. Let me.
man. Oh, can y'all hear me? Let me know. Oh, it must be my again. Hold on, I'm with myself.
Not today's StreamYard. I'm trying to troubleshoot in the background. Oh, it's key one sound only. You guys can hear me. I don't understand why that is doing what it is doing. Um, okay. I don't know. Yeah, it was speeding up her sound. I'm not quite sure why it's doing that. I'm gonna send a not a help desk, a help ticket to Key1 JTV. I'm not sure where you were because it was messing up the sound. Um, I'm gonna just go over what I think happened next. So after all of the stuff happens with lockup, we do get to see a scene with Detective Alex. He is speaking to Rain over the phone and asking for them to look out for Kimmy and all that's what's going on. I'm just looking at the situation like, okay, Detective Alex and Rain. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I sense that there is some tension, but not the kind of tension that is negative. They just give a vibe like they need to get busy or something. But Angel's dumbass is at the house listening to music loudly like other people don't live there. And Rain is focused on the club. We are reminded that Rain did purchase the club that she used to work at, which I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's a boss move. But I'm kind of looking like, you don't want to touch that tainted. Oh, she done dropped off. We gonna hope for Key1 JTV to be back, but it looks like we're still streaming to her channel. So she will be back to those who are watching from her channel. But I'm wondering why Rain wanted to purchase that club. Oh, she's back. Hey, girl. Let's test her sound out.
Okay. Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, you sound normal now. So I'm gonna give you back the Rain. I'm not saying no pun intended because I realize this girl's name is Rain. We were talking about Detective Alex calling Kimmy. Angel slapping music in the house like don't nobody live there. Rain is focused on the club, but I think it was not the smartest thing for her to buy that club just with all the nasty, bad energy that's surrounding it. Um, But Lord, she made a joke that I thought was the funniest thing because Angel's in there slapping and acting like a big ass baby. And Rain is like, well, I'll give you a job when Horace is done with you because you definitely finna get put out, which I loved. But Angel is useless. And I just realized something more with his character. He's the one person who like has no backup plan. He just be moving through the motions and riding the wave with no plan to get off. But I'm going to hand it back to Key1 JTV because I can hear you now. And I didn't know where you left off. I hope I didn't take over from a weird place. But tap in, Key1. We can hear you now. Hey.
Okay. Um. All right. Y'all can hear me better.
You clear now.
Okay.
Let us know, chat.
Can y'all hear me now? Okay. Um. Hold on. Just trying to get my bearings. Okay. Maybe when I knock myself out, I low key cut off my own live. It's cool though. Um anyway, sorry y'all. So let me know. Um All right. So Varney, Horace. No, I'm sorry, not Varney. Yes, Varney, Horace, Kimmy, and Mallory. They're all celebrating their win. And Kimmy thinks that everything is too easy. She also thinks that they will get out. And Horace thinks that they are too stupid. Horace checks Barney about smashing Charles. The entire nerve. Okay. Barney tried to deny it, but Kimmy was like, just be honest. Why'd you still lying? Okay. So do you think they're gonna get off easy? Do you think Horace was jealous that Varney ain't doing the bending with him? Let me know what you think.
Doing the bending with him. You be saying the
So you doing
funniest
the
stuff
bending.
with a straight face. And I love you for that. And that's why I subscribe to Q1 JTV and anybody watching this too. Okay,
I tried
shameless
my best.
plug. I didn't even think about that Horace could be. I do think Horace is jealous of the fact that Charles can live in his truth. However, I never thought about the fact he might have been mad that Barney, Lord, this is not Barney with Baby bopping them, that Barney is not interested in him. But then I also kind of feel like Horace just doesn't trust nobody. He married Kimmy to get back at his family. He cannot stand these people. So I feel like Barney being involved with someone in his family, he's taking that as direct, like, what do they call it? Betrayal. But I don't know. I just thought that was a little odd. Horace be getting me sometimes because, and I see what Tyler Perry's trying to do. The gayest people be the most homophobic sometimes. That's it,
That's
and that's
true.
all. And Horace is definitely that way. But I just love seeing that Mallory and Kimmy are finally getting along. That's all I care about. I'm just happy about that.
I get it. So Varney takes this moment to apologize to Horace and and asks, why are you sleeping with Charles? And so Horace not only do that, he takes this moment to berate Varney on and tell him how disgusting he is, which I thought was not okay. Not okay. Like, why are you talking to him like that? Like, why? And then Kimmy asks Horace to calm down. He then turns to Kimmy. She said it's not that big of a deal, and he tell her, don't get so arrogant that you think the little shit I taught you was a mountain of knowledge, and continue to insult her by calling her you are a former stripper, so now you're a therapist, because she wants him basically to talk about his feelings or whatever and why he's angry, but he won't do that. So, do you think the attitude was warranted, and why was he so mad?
I'm laughing at your cousin. Get your cousin. Not Horace walk like it's heavy. My God. Courtney, please. It's 9 a.m. in California, please.
My
Um, to,
God.
Lord, to answer your question, I didn't like that throughout the whole episode because it happened more than once. Don't come at this lady when you learn that your family had an illegal trafficking of people going on through this club. Now, if he met her in the club and she was like a stripper that was choosing to climb the pole like Mercedes at the Pink, then fine. But if somebody was forced to do this and you're learning about that, you don't get to then throw that in her face.
Mhm.
You don't get to then put that in her face. So sometimes Horace pissed me off this episode. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he's still fine. That man is fine in real life and on TV. But don't be coming at Kimmy like that. You could barely walk without that cane, sir. You just got healed. That's all.
Right. You was almost unalive. Don't play with
Right.
us. We
Crying on
like you.
baby. Y'all are funny. Now he had to put it on her.
Indeed. So Alex is still at the office watching everything. He see everybody arrested. Alex get out the car. Jules is pissed off at Alex, and then Traction arrive, and Jules tell him to take care of that. You need that? Is that what they say on Baddies? You need that? And so, well, I was like, my question: what do you think is going? What was your thought process? What was going to happen between Traction and Alex? And do you think Traction has this blind allegiance to Jules?
He do. I find it weird because all of the officers are supposed to be working for Jules because they all owe him money also, that he just can't make them climb the pole. So I'm looking at Traxon like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
But then Officer Traxon has also been like low-key shady the whole time. So I'm like, maybe he doesn't owe Jules money, but I don't know. The whole situation with Traxon is random. It also irks me. It irks my soul because there's not good, but there's some of the security detail who are like, listen, we forced to work for him. We gonna do what we do, but we don't really mess with him for real. Like that Traxon, you would think that him and Jules was doing what Charles and Barney was doing. The way he act, Lord. But I am happy, not to skip ahead, I am happy that he was whooped appropriately in an elevator. That's it. I was very happy with that. And I'm looking at Officer Alex like, hold on, player, what's going on? Here's my phone number. That man got a little bit of swag to him. I don't know if it's being around all these black people on this set, but Detective Alex, the way be about hair braiders, she loved this show. We was like, hold on, he kind of cute.
Yeah.
My Best Express. I'm tired of Otis Williams. Who let Courtney in here?
In Otis' defense, he didn't do anything wrong this time. Like, he's really trying to tell them to shut their stupid dumbasses up.
That's the truth.
But we don't like Jules, so
Nobody like Jules. And you know what? I'm gonna call this actor out. I done seen him in black films going back to the 90s to today. He ain't played a role where I like his ass yet. And I want to know
not
why
in the Temptations. He was the glue.
All right, I know. Okay, the Temptations, I'll give him that. I give him that. I will give him that. That's a good point because I do love that movie and I liked him in it. But outside of the Temptations, he always irks me. Traxon is cringe. You right, Courtney. Hi, Mrs. AKA. She said, I'm here. I'm watching Beauty in Black today. Be careful. Make sure you got some time. You're going to end up like me and Kiwan. You say you're going to watch one episode. Next thing you know, just keep going.
So, you ready? Okay. So, all right. Charles goes to talk with Horace. He goes into Horace's office, talk about the money that his mom owed. Horace asks, what did he do? And as Charles is trying to explain, he can't get his thoughts or his wording or his footing together because he act like he's scared to talk to his dad. And then Horace asked if he was still sleeping with Barney. He said that he was, and I'm like, you kind of not. He's sleeping with Spanish Papi, okay? And so he told Charles to get the money from Barney. You giving this nigga get the money from that nigga, okay? Like the girl on Friday when she said, ask that bitch to give you some money. So I think I keep asking the same question just in different forms. Do you think he's mad at the fact that Charles is free in his sexuality? And did you notice, like, he was so focused on Charles being outwardly gay that he hadn't even listened to what was going on. He wasn't interested in that. He was only interested in him and Barney of it all. But that's what I got right
Oh, Lord. I'm trying to, y'all, Kiwan is hilarious. I gotta mute myself to not
there. Thank
chuckle.
you.
Oh, Lord. I gotta mute myself to not chuckle. Okay, Charles, I understand you going to your dad. And we sense this like last season. It's like he still wants to have hope for these people. Like, he knows that his family ain't shit, but it's like he has hope that when it comes to him, maybe they will be about something. And it's unfortunate because I can understand Horace not helping Roy. I can definitely understand that. I can understand Olivia not wanting to help Roy. But Charles, any situations he's been in have kind of been the family's fault. I do wish they would help him. And then also, I think it's kind of fucked up. He got to come up with all of this money because Olivia chose to help him in a way that caused her to spend money she didn't have. So why is he responsible for getting the money together just because you was in jail? The way my mama did me dirty, I would have said, girl, you can, whatever happens, happens. Because she's a BICTH. And in that order.
In that
That's
order.
Can't stand Olivia, but I do feel for Charles. I got a soft spot for his old small-headed ass. He got a small head and a thin neck. And I feel for
Oh,
him.
you so nice.
I'm so nice.
Because I would
I
have been
really
like,
love
sir,
him.
if you don't get out of my face, baby, I'm really trying to find my footing. Um,
You
my
got
next
it.
question is, what did you think about the fight between Traction and Alex? And do you think he was unalive, laying right there on that floor?
No, I didn't. I knew he probably got the shit knocked out of him. I'm not gonna lie. But I had a feeling he was still alive. I was pissed off though. Traxon, you got your ass whooped so you pulled out a knife? I hate people who can't,
Imagine
like, you can't
bringing a
square
knife
up.
to a gunfight.
Right. Like, if we fighting hand to hand, fist to fist, then that's how we're fighting. And if you get your ass whooped, then what he saying Friday? You win some and you lose some, but you live. Okay? That's okay. That's me. Why are you pulling out a gun? And then or not a gun, but the knife. And it irked me because you want to take off on me in this small ass elevator. And then on top
That's
of it,
right.
you took off on me and you got whooped on. So now you want to pull on space. I would have left his ass in that elevator. Lord. Yes, Pow, Miss AKA. I gotta remember. Pow,
Yeah.
pow.
Or
I'm putting
Blicky.
not the blicky. Keywan sounded like a California
Yeah,
rapper.
we got to call a thing.
Not the blicky. I could not.
You gotta
Delivering
say Blicky.
groceries. What did you get for us? What are you gonna cook us, AB?
First, Tyler John Tavius Perry. Stop playing with us with that cheap ass elevator. I was pissed off. I was like, so y'all got this 35-story building and y'all got them in this cheap ass elevator. Do better. Do better.
I've never heard
Sorry.
anybody call an elevator cheap,
That
but
elevator was so cheap. It was like, really?
they acted like the men was like some big like sumo wrestler type built people. Now I'm gonna be in the elevator every time I come. After watching that episode, I went downstairs to go to the store. My building has an elevator. I was in the elevator like this. This motherfucker better not fall. I have fear with elevators. They freak me out. So to see all of that,
That was crazy work. That elevator was crazy work.
Courtney feel bad.
Um,
Charles. She said Charles is the black sheep.
he is.
Oh
He
Lord.
is. My God on today. My God on today. Trying to
And
get
then
back in the live chat. Y'all, I am really trying to get this thing going. Hey,
you good.
Tamika.
Shout out to
When are y'all
Tamika.
doing y'all Beauty and Black review? Because you know I'ma be there. I'm gonna be there.
Tamika covers a lot of
If
scripted
I
shows. For those who are not subscribed to her,
huh?
please subscribe to Tamika because she covers all of the
Yes.
scripted shows. I'm waiting patiently for February, Tamika. The From reviews. I am patiently waiting. That is all.
And shout out to them because Tyler Perry, all of his stuff was renewed. And Black Hamptons. I do watch Black Hamptons. We'll be reviewing that when it comes out because we've been waiting on the next episode. And of course, y'all know we review Family Business over here and Family Business New Orleans. So when they come up, it's gonna be reviewed. So yeah, sorry about that little shameless plug. I'll be watching Tamika. Baby, they gonna give me a kiki. So anyway, Jules, Olivia, and Norman, they're all in an interrogating room. Jules is still instructing everybody to shut up. He tells them, they're being watched because he's a cop. I know what's happening right now, and they're trying to figure out who's the weakest link. We both know who the weakest link is. Okay, Varney. Oh wait, no, yes. So Varney is thinking he will be fired. He and Mallory are in the car. Do you think Varney will be fired? And do you feel like this is a foreshadowing for Varney? Like, is this a foreshadowing for his firing? And we all know. Go ahead and let the world know who's the weakest link in this situation.
Listen, Roy, let me tell you this. The man is just, he's dumb as the god dog. He's dumber than this bed frame behind me, okay? Something is wrong with Roy. And it made me look at Mallory like you really had to look at him as a lick to marry him, because the man looks all sorts of crazy. He don't make good decisions. He also grew up privileged. Like Olivia, Jules, and Norman, they have wealth, but they
Mm-hmm.
didn't just grow up with wealth. They came into their own wealth. But, Roy, he's kind of just had everything handed to him. He has a very expensive drug habit. So if it's not the dope that's going to get him and he get dope sick in there, it's just going to be the idea of not having freedom. Because for whatever reason, his dumb ass feels like he needs freedom. But I don't, listen, I know Tyler ain't no criminal. But I was looking at this, watching the whole time, like, oh, that's what we do. We could just be sitting in a cell in a suit. We just in our suits in the jail cell. We can't issue them no county orange, no county blue, no. I said we just sit in jail in the
Mm-mm.
suit. Lord have mercy.
You
But this family, like, at what point do y'all shut the fuck up? Not to be disrespectful, but if I'm in jail, I'm not talking to nobody. I don't need to be told to be quiet. Be quiet about what, officer? I haven't committed a crime, okay?
yeah.
Like, Norman talks too much, but he also, I know that he, in his mind, he knows people, so he feels a little safer. But I'm like, if the FBI swoop me up, I'm quieter than the church mouse. You're not gonna hear me. It's just me.
I think if I think it's their entitlement. Like they've been so entitled to treat people how they want and to walk in this world with this privilege. I'm not mad at the privilege, but they are the way they carry themselves. It gives really privilege. It does, in my opinion. Um I just feel like stop incriminating yourself. If you can remove and release yourself out of take your head out of your own butt, and if you can not be so privileged and take this moment to hear Jules, but somehow they still treat Jules like he the help.
Right. When he's been the one keeping the operation going when they was breaking the law. Now that they are locked up, he's the one kind of answering and warning people not to speak. I don't understand why they treat Jules like
Right.
that, but then I can't stand Jules. I can't stand
We
him.
can't feel sorry for him.
Not Roy can
Because
smell colors. AKA, please.
if he don't smoke the colors,
He was.
'cause, he's such a he just I don't Roy is like Angel, Roy, all of them can be in that lineup because I was pissed off at a couple of people in this episode. So moving along, Norman separates himself from everybody and lets them know, oh no, my brother, you gotta get your own, getting a lawyer. And so Jules felt like it would be beneficial if we all can, let's work together, let's just get a lawyer. Norman is all on an island by himself. He's on this island of crazy. Um, and then the FBI agents come in, and of course they're trying to pin them against each other. Norman was like, "Hey, how is your boss?" And for me, just in my personal opinion, I was like, "Ooh, Molly girl, you in danger." The fact that what's his name, when Norman said, "How is your boss? Can you call him?" and you did not do that, I don't think this FBI agent is going to be around. in my opinion, how do you feel about Roy going to the FBI agent talking, wanting to rat everybody out so he can be released? After Jules told him, hey, that's not what they're going to do. They're trying to basically pin us against one another. Everybody is for themselves. Tell me, what do you think about this scene, and also about Roy talking to the FBI agent, about Norman being honorary as fuck? I mean, and only thinking about him in this situation. Do you think that Roy will snitch?
Um, okay. I'm gonna still miss AKA for a second. This is my opinion on Roy. Also, he smells colors. So I don't. How you gonna snitch when you don't know what you snitching about? Roy don't know what the hell going on. I feel like all Roy understands is he got access to a hoe that he could put his dope fiend dick in, and then he gets some extra money slid off the top. That's all Roy understands. I don't think he understands the inner workings of anything. Yes, he's the weakest link, but he's also the useless link, because you got to be smart and have intellect to understand the criminal enterprise. If the police talk to Roy for just 5 minutes, they would see that he would be trying to smell the yellow in their FBI jacket. So I don't feel like Roy will fully snitch. I don't. Not because he don't want to, though, because he don't know what to say. And then I'm thinking back of earlier seasons, they kept him out of a lot. Like, he knew what was going on, but then he also don't fully know what's going on, if that makes sense. So
Mm-hmm.
I think he just wanted to get away from them. But I think it was Courtney's comment. Why are these people in jail cells in suits and ties? They was able to keep their wigs on. TMI, I remember going to jail when I was like 17, 18. They made me take my little 2000s quick weave out. I was sad. They made me take my quick weave out. Santa Rita jail here in California. I said, absolutely not. And I saw them taking another girl to take her, she had some French braids. They made her take them out. I said, y'all ain't right. So I'm looking, I'm like, why these people is dressed up? Group interrogation is crazy. Put them in separate rooms so they can't talk, like they did in Nemesis when
Mm-hmm.
Styles was caught up and they put him in a room
Yes,
different
yes.
from everybody. Put them away. But I don't think Roy, I don't, even if he did snitch, because the FBI said it needs to be useful information, I just don't think he knows nothing that's like that they already don't know, if that makes sense.
Right. I also think that the FBI knew who was the weakest link just by looking at him and understanding that Roy wanted to do whatever to get back to that dope. Okay. He wanted to be a Methodist again. He wanted to get back into his religion. Okay. And so by any means necessary. And I feel like y'all can rot in jail for all I damn care. Okay, y'all can rot. And when I say rot, y'all can rot in there. You rotten sour hoes. They is horrible. They are horrible people. My God, on today. So Horace has not let go of this Varney and Charles situation. He is really harping at this. Kimmy thinks basically Horace is projecting, and she tells him to relax, that they have other things to worry about. And he said, like what? Negro, did you not just send your entire family to jail and turn state's evidence on them? Okay. Horace says, it was not about that. It's not none of that. But he said it was about trust. If you can lie to me about this, then imagine what he can lie to me about. So Kimmy was like, no, I don't think it's just that. I think that you're you're mad because Charles is living a life that he wants to live and you feel like you can't. So yeah. Um, so what are your thoughts about that car scene? Let's talk about that.
Okay, hold on, my brain stopped because I heard a kettle going off. You said the car scene with who? Can you hear me?
Huh?
Can you hear me? Which car scene are we talking about? Because there's a couple of car
Oh,
scenes.
the one where they were in the car talking when they were talking about Roy. I'm sorry, not Roy. They were talking about Charles and Barney. He brought up Charles and Barney again.
Oh, with Kimmy and Barney.
And how, yeah, how Kimmy said I was able to clock you, and you're gay. It's okay. It's okay. Why are you so mad? Why are you projecting? That scene.
Listen, I was glad that somebody finally said it to him, because at the end of the day, you came to this club looking for boys. You didn't even realize that your family had all of this going on. You came looking for boys. Now, I also kind of feel like Tyler Perry on him. He loved to put stuff in his shows about, you know, gayness, homophobia, things like that. But it's like, sir, you have your kids, you have your family. Kimmy met you because you wanted to get Angel coming over there. So you can't really bullshit her. You can't. I feel like that kind of irks Horace, and that's probably why what happened in that car. But I get the having the concern about not trusting him, but if that's the concern, then fire him, handle him, and move on. You have not fired him yet. So that tells us, like, you don't have a problem with Barney as an attorney. You have a problem with what Barney does with his booty. And that's his
And
business.
right. And you don't even have a problem with Barney. The real issue is internalized. That is, you have an issue because you haven't come out yet and you haven't accepted what it is that you really want. Jump Angel and get you somebody like a Spanish Papi. And baby, we gonna talk about Spanish Papi next episode, okay? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Okay, cool. So in the car, no, Mallory makes it home and she's rude as hell to the contractor and she doesn't want to pay him. The contractor won't leave until he gets paid in cash because he said that he had some stuff going with his wife and he had to take care of some stuff. Then he said he had like a home or something, he was running some type of business or whatever, and he needed that for the kids. And it's like, so you can't just take a check and cash the check. Like, what? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. She was willing to pay you. She was willing to write you a check, but you didn't want that. You wanted in cash. And she told you her husband was in jail and you still stayed there because she was a woman and you thought that you can son her. And then he was like, I'm a good man. I'm a God-fearing man. Well, God-fearing men don't do this. Because you definitely tried to stun her. Even though she was rude and nasty and mean. You still tried to stun that lady. So yes, Kimmy, I'm sorry. She's pissed. Now she calls Alex. Alex didn't answer. He's unavailable. He's like 2.5 hours away because he got shanked in that plastic ass elevator. Okay. And then Horace and Kimmy, they're doing something strange in the back seat for a little change. Whitman opened the door and Horace was back there clapping them cheeks. Okay, had her smiling. Everybody clothes was like this. Like everybody was being hemmed up, like, ooh, get off of me. And so, but they was doing grown people stuff. Okay. I was like, Horace, call me Rico Ross. Okay. I was saying Whitney Houston to you, saving all my love for you. Do y'all know that was him in that video? Ah, listen, the way whatever you did, Kimmy, come do that to me. Sorry. What you thought about all of that? Sorry, y'all. I just had to be extra
Can't even
ridiculous.
co-host I am in tears. We done called the elevator plastic. People putting it on them the way that Whitney used to say, save it all you love. I keep on. You not gonna write that big jokes to the sentence. What you think about that, girl? Listen,
Huh?
it was Kimmy coming out of the car. There was a still shot that they caught online, but it was Kimmy's face coming out the car. Hair was messed up, weave was tethered. She's like, I said, oh Lord, and I hollered when the driver called, because this is how you know the people who work for you can't trust them. Because the driver called, yeah, guess what I done seen, Alice? He was hitting them cheeks like he was 18 again, nigga. I said, wait. Listen, Horace, I don't know what you did and why you did it, but I'm not mad at them. If I was in the backseat of a car and I could just roll up the window so nobody could see what I got going on back there,
Yeah.
yeah, a little car sex ain't never hurt nobody. But I do feel like he only put it on her because he didn't like that she called out the fact that he was gay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like, I mean, she tried to be nice. She was like, or bisexual, but I guess that didn't matter. He put it on Kimmy. I don't know where that came from or why, but it did make me think like the only reason he married you is because he thought he was not going to be living much longer. But now it looks like he is going to be living. So I'm like, did he put it on you as like some thank you and goodbye dick, or was it just to shut you up? But I'm kind of here for it. I'm here for it. And I
Now,
agree. Keep this comedy.
now she, now she want more. Thank you. Now she want more. I was like, I did not see that coming. I'm kind of glad we didn't get the scene because we don't get to see them in those type of scenes versus how we've seen everybody else. But I was just like, how did you with your cane? How did that go? What was going on in the back seat of that little bit? I just have a lot of production back end questions.
Back in questions.
I was like, oh, you made Kimmy feel like a woman.
It was her face coming out. Okay. It was her face coming out. Of course, Rain gonna ask her
Mm-hmm.
too. You came in this house smiling. I bet she did. I bet
Mm-hmm.
she did. Because I've been thinking that's Kimmy's problem. It's been a lot of stress with no dick. It's
Yeah.
it's been a lot of
And
stress
she
with no
been
dick.
99% stressed, and that 1%, nothing. She been running from cops, dodging bullets, fighting, looking. Where is my sister? Looking for her sister all season one. Okay, the girl just went through, and she needed that in her endorphins.
She needed a release. A release.
Yeah,
She was in the
she
back of
needed
that
that.
car like them girls in the herbal essences commercials back in the day. Yes, yes. I said, oh, Lord, Lord.
My God, on today. So in the next scene, all right, I'm gonna go through this real quick. Angel still rude as F. He's busted by Horace, Kimmy, and Rain. They tell Horace Rain now owns the club. He tells her that that's a dangerous game. So that did let me know that he knew. I don't think he didn't know what was going on. He knows everything, even when we don't think he know. Um, Rain said that she's a dangerous BI. Meanwhile, he's still staring at Angel. He talking to her, but he right here. Okay? And Kimmy draws is still wet from what happened outside. I mean, up in that car. So Angel decided he wanted to take this moment to butter up Horace with his fake ass. I cannot stand him. And Horace gave him the silent treatment. He tried to hug him. I just miss you, boy. If you don't get the okay, Rain, she's still asking too many questions to Kimmy, and this stupid ass, raggedy ass hoe, stripper hoe, want to change the name to make it Rain. Girl, I was like, girl, you sound stupid as okay. Um, and Kimmy tells Rain how Horace ate her from the back, the front, the side, and then clapped her cheeks. Okay, she was cheesing real hard. She was just, like, girl, I'm not mad at that because I was blushing a little bit too. Um, what do you think about Angel sucking up to Kimmy and Horace? Kimmy getting the Horace experience, and also, what do you think about Rain owning this club. Like, and Horace literally he didn't go into detail. He said that's a dangerous game. And she feels like she can, since she been through all of this, she feels like I got it. I just, what are your thoughts?
Hold on.
Oh, what is wrong with you?
Okay. We are over here, me and the husband and the cat. Shout out to the cat. Are over here hollering because there's a lot going on in the comments. From Kimmy got took through there to we gonna call her Miss Wet Wet. You talking about Rain. You don't be realizing what you say. I'm trying to be serious. I'm trying to be professional. But you talking about
But I'm
Kimmy is standing
professional.
there, her draw still wet. Like, girl.
Listen, I could have said it like my grandmother said it and said the seat of her drawers is still wet.
What they say, the OG on the Shy, this was like season 1 to Ronnie. She said, Ronnie, that girl, you like her? She must got diamonds between her legs because
She got
oh my God.
something. Now, I think comparing that to Roy is no question. But also, wasn't she paid to do other people as well, not just Roy?
It was exactly. They were trafficked. They used to be sent when Tyler Perry. When I first watched Beauty and Black, the trauma I had because they went to a parking lot. It was people getting their coochies licked and ate from every which direction. Threesomes happening with girls, boys, and everything in between. I said, my God. Now Kimmy was standing there looking dazed. That's me after sex. Leave me alone and hand me a blunt, okay? And in that order. But
Mm-hmm.
I was hollering because Angel's like, I miss you. I miss you. And Horace is just like, I'm like, whoa. Like, he just
I was
staring
like,
at
wait.
him. And I was irked too. Cause Rain is that friend who's like, it don't matter how much you got going on. Rain is gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna call it, make it rain now. Make it. And it's like, girl, you talking about make it rain. And Angel's body parts may be raining all over the place in a second. The way Horace was looking at him, your friend just walked in here smiling as hell because she got dick down in the back of a, it's not a limousine, but in the back of a Suburban. Okay, so I'm looking like, what is going on? But I don't understand. I think with all the characters, we could kind of understand their purpose or why they're
Mm-hmm.
still around. Angel's that character, I don't get it. Why are you still letting him stay in your house? Why are you still letting him spend your money? And this is just a pet peeve. I know it don't have nothing to do with this scene. If Angel calls that man butler nigga one more time, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy.
It's
Tyler, you
so
could have found
offensive.
one of your black actors to do that and say that. But that's just my opinion. But
That's
I'm
true.
tired of Angel. I don't get why he's still alive. I don't care for him. I just don't see his purpose.
Mm-hmm. I just, what, let me ask you this. Do you feel like he has room for character development, and what do you think he could be doing if you just had to pick?
He does have room for character development. I'd like to see Angel being more of a dad. Like after that situation, you remember last season, he went to the baby mama and was like, no, don't do this. Just be for real. I could pass away and all of this stuff. I just wish that he would be like a better dad. If you have a kid and you going through all of this, that should be the focal point of
Mm-hmm.
like your goals, what you do. And Angel, he'll go to the club, spend money, stream everything online, and it's like you have a whole ass kid, and even though his baby mama is crazy, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing? Miss AKA said he could be 6 feet under, but they could also make him like just more intentional, like with what he does and more aware of the situation. I don't feel like they're doing a good job at that. But Angel may just also be everybody knows somebody like him who's just kind of stupid, no matter how much you could help them, but not quite dumb to where they can't be dependent. He just irks me. He just really irks me. But
Yeah.
I hope that I know this is just part 1 of season 3. We're supposed to get a part 2
Yeah.
eventually. Maybe before the show ends, Angel will become smart. But right now he's just coming off as like ungrateful, even towards Kimmy and Rain.
Mhm.
Like he's
Yeah.
coming off as just ungrateful and useless. I'm with Miss AKA. He could be 6 feet under, like the show. We don't need him. We don't need Angel. Bless you.
Sorry, y'all. I feel like he needs to be. Sir, you can get you a job in the mail room at Beauty and Black. You can be the head mailman in charge. We don't give a damn. But what we need you to do is stop showing up as this damn bump. But because you think your face card is gonna get you whatever you want, I just feel like you're terribly mistaken. Also, I want to point out that the way Horace is treating Angel, I believe that's how he was treating his sons. There are no real consequences for Angel. There are no real consequences for um his two crackhead sons. None. So that's why they were able to run amok, and now you're mad at that. However, he allowed Olivia to raise those boys. And we've seen how that turned out. So now you're mad. It felt like Horace, if we had to, piggyback, he didn't have time to step in. I just feel like he didn't have time to step in. There is something that's telling me that main characters are going to be gone by the end of this season or somewhere in season 4. And I think the way they're positioning it, if we can foreshadow, if it's a foreshadowing, if we're positioning it, something tells me that Angel is going to be one of them. Angel and Rain may acquiesce to the environment of her club, and if that doesn't happen, you done got into bed with these people you know nothing about, because you wanted to take the damn strip club and turn it into the strip club, the Boys and Girls Club of America, of the strippers. Like, girl, stupid. She's stupid. She pisses me off because she act like she be thinking and she really don't be thinking.
I do feel like
You was a
though
dummy, bitch.
I was
Sorry.
talking
Yeah, me so
about
hurt.
Rain with my good
Oh my
friend because we
god.
watched the show together, and my friend was like, she's smart," and I was like, it's kind of, no shade, it's kind of realistic to them people who we all know and grow up with in the hood, who have good intentions and be wanting to do stuff but just don't have the knowledge to do it in the right way. Like Rain, if you did not like stripping, then why do you want to work in the strip club still? And you had lots of money. I'm sure you could have went and bought another club instead of just that club. Why the hell would you want to
Yeah.
work at the club where people was pimping you out and trafficking you and all of this crazy stuff? Like, why would you even want to work with them people? Everybody in there is tainted. Everybody's in there is tainted. But like, I'm
Yeah.
glad that Rain is learning, but I do feel like Angel and Rain both bring Kimmy down. And that's what makes me also think that something's going to happen to some of the main characters, because Kimmy's elevated. She's not concerned about going back to the club. She's not concerned about anything but being out of the life and having her freedom from Jules. Whereas, yes, Rain is, but you don't have true freedom if you just go back to like
Mm-hmm.
where you're at to stay. Now, you could have went and
Yeah.
helped them girls or got another club and like recruited them away from that one and let them know like, you free now, you don't have to be here no more. But instead you choose to buy it. And then Angel, he's just stupid. And then I'm still mad at Rain for what she did to Sylvie's little boyfriend. Just because
Right.
that little boy was sleeping with that girl don't mean you had to push him off that balcony. And especially when you're hearing the ooh, ah, yes daddy, yes this, like, she obviously wasn't hurt. So I feel like Rain be bringing, she don't always make the best decisions, but what can you do? As she said, a street bitch gonna be a street bitch and do street bitch things, and that's what she's doing.
Yeah. And Sylvie, I think we'll talk more. Sylvie, because I watched episode 2 and 3, and that was it. But Sylvie is still acting like everything is rainbows and unicorns. And the fact that you can turn on when you want to act as if you're a full adult versus when you want to act like a child. You want your sister to give you this love, and she does love you. It's just that she loves you genuinely, but it's also her surviving. and Kimmy has not been able to regulate those things. And when you're in a environment that's extremely toxic, which Kimmy is in, she moved from one toxic environment to an extremely toxic another one. Like your home was toxic, the strip club, and now you're with the Bellaries. So Kimmy, I think Kimmy loves Sylvie out of survival. I mean, like she genuinely love her sister, but it's her surviving. And I just need Sylvie to just take the
Needs
rose
Sylvie to
colored
go
glass
pick
off and
the
look around.
biggest. She need to pick the biggest switch off the tree. That's what Sylvie needs to do. She need her ass whooped. I want the biggest
What?
switch off the tree because
Really?
I feel like she's ungrateful. I just do. I feel like she's ungrateful. If you went through all of this stuff, these people drugged you and put you through hell. Why are you still upset at your sister for what she's doing and questioning her character? Question the people's character who, you know, trafficked you and kidnapped you just because they was mad at your sister. Don't understand it, but I'm gonna digress because I know
That's
we ain't.
crazy. Well, yeah, we so this the last part, y'all, and we landed the plane. So Rain walks in, throwing all her authority around, trying to make changes, and she did all of that and get shut down by Miss Gina. Everybody is excited except for the two security guards, which shout out to them because they look the good. If Tyler don't do nothing else right, he know how to pick the okay. He know how to pick the men. Thank you, Tyler Perry. Okay, they was fine. I just kept looking at him like, God damn. Okay. Anyway, Gina walks her little tail in the club and she tells Rain um what is it? Oh, what you got going on is cute, but me and you need to chat in the back. Okay, and this is where the episode ended. So thoughts on this? Do you think, I think I asked you this, do you think Rain moved too fast with this whole situation? Will her changes that she's implementing, will it be executed? And do you think she will make it until to season 4? Or do you think she'll be do you think she'll be unalived or in jail? What are your thoughts on how she came in trying to get this authority and the fact that she thinks she's Delinda embodied 3.0?
What Rain is doing, if I'm being honest, everybody think they can have a business, but having a business is more than just owning a business and reaping the benefits. You got to understand the ins and outs. And Rain don't understand nothing. She just don't understand anything. I That lady came in, Gina, and isn't she on another Tyler Perry show? She's on another Tyler Perry show.
Yes. Well, she was in the what's the name of that? Beyond the Gates.
Mm-hmm.
She was in Saints and Sinners.
That's what. Okay. So I'm like,
She
I
was
saw her
from Saints and
somewhere.
Sinners. I want to say I thought we saw her in another Tyler Perry show, but I know it was Beyond the Gates. That's where she last was, and then
He
I
has a
think she came
cult.
here for Beauty and Black.
He has a cult show. I can't remember what it's called right now, but they're all like in a cult living in a
Oh,
condo.
Ruthless.
Yeah, I think she was in that once or twice too.
Oh,
But
I never watched Ruthless.
I'd be forced to watch it by my hair braider. But I think I've seen her a couple places. I was happy to see her on this. Here's the thing. Gina came in and made some statements to Rain that were smart, and she did give her a shot to talk to her. She was like, did you have an attorney help you with this club? And Rain is just calling her all sorts of bitches and calling her out her name and stuff. And I'm like, listen, I get that you want to look like a boss, but a true boss understands when to be quiet and to listen to what other people are saying. So it does worry me. I don't think that Rain will end up unalived, but I do feel like she gonna lose everything because you bought a club, and now with this Gina lady coming, I'm like, you bought the club in a shady way. You bought it from Belinda's whoever, but just because anybody could print out some paperwork that looked like it's legit, you need to have your paperwork signed, sealed, delivered, notarized, that all of that. Rain did not check for any of that, and that lady tried to explain it to her when everybody around her is telling her that this chick ain't nobody to play with. But Rain is still like, I don't care. And then when the chick acted like she would want to do something, I'm like, Rain, if someone's first words coming out their mouth is asking you if you met with an attorney about ownership, instead of getting mad at them, you should have thought about that. But Rain just wanted to swing her dick around at the club to say, I went from being one of the strippers to owning it. And her ego
Mm-hmm.
is in her way. I do think that's
Yeah.
realistic to a lot of people in life. Sometimes your ego can set you up for failure. You went in there talking about this, my club, I'm doing this, invested all of the money that you had into this when you should have saved something for yourself, hired somebody to manage or any of that. You can't trust half of the people working there. So I'm just looking like Rain, I think she went a little beyond herself. I don't think she
Yeah.
expected what she's getting. And it's like nothing is that easy, but I don't think they'll unalive her. But I do see her losing everything and having to maybe we'll end the show with her cashiering at Walmart or something. One of the ones that still got registers that
Or she'll end it working for a shoe store like Ebony did in a players club. Make that money, girl. Don't make you.
helping people try on size 10 W's in Payless and Bloomingdale's, okay?
Oh
Oh
my God.
man.
It's a mess. It's a mess. And I I feel like um I feel like her ego is in a way. I also feel like she's moving straight out of survival mode once
Mm-hmm.
again. And it's like you're too thirsty to own the strip club. You're smart, but you won't think further than the strip club because that's how you feel that that's all you've been reduced to. You
Mm-hmm.
can't think so far beyond that. Like, make the way I would have been like, okay, what do I need to do in Beauty and Black? How do I need to serve? Like, I would take this moment to go back to school, go to school and start something. Rain has always been negative since season 1, episode 1, when she went with Kimmy to go to that Beauty and Black seminar.
Mm-hmm.
She's been such a hole. I mean, about because she don't know any better. She only know being a stripper, and you were forced into that.
Mm-hmm.
You were forced into that. So now you think it's all glitz and glam. I can come in here and do whatever I want. And then the way she came in, you came in with a chip on your shoulder
Yep.
instead of just trying to be. I guess I don't know if they would call owning a strip club good leadership. You lack leadership skills. Okay? You just came in yapping your gums, asking all of these questions instead of just gathering everybody. And then you came in like you thought that they killed the wicked witch from the east. Okay? You came in like your girl. You know, when on the Wiz, when they flushed the witch down the toilet, that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, this gonna be a new day. Then
Why did
Gina
they
came
need
waltzing
to
in.
know?
I did not expect Gina to come waltzing in. I
But why
didn't,
did they
but I
need to
think I didn't think
know?
that far ahead. I
Why did
just
they even
didn't.
need to
I
know
didn't
that
think about that.
owned the club? Like most owners of a strip club, not just in there all the time. Why did you even need to announce that you own the club? Instead of you owning the club, of course I get you got to come in, but come in and assess. Don't just come in swinging your dick at everybody in the club because you're going to make more enemies than you do friends. And you need people on your side, especially with this tainted ass club.
Yeah,
But Rain is one of the
yeah,
people who you brought up a good point. She was very negative. I forgot we did open the show with her at that seminar. And that kind of shows like
yeah.
Kimmy has always been thinking of ways out that life, whereas Rain seemed to just be more accepting of her circumstances. And it's like,
Mhm,
why are you accepting of
mhm.
doing this? Like, ain't nothing wrong with stripping if that's what you want to do, but you were forced into this. So why are you so accepting and comfortable with something that you never wanted to do in the first place? Like, and then I'm tired of looking at this diaper booty. It looked like a stuffed pull-up that a baby struggling to potty train in done shit in. And I can't understand why she's still going through all of that. But I want Rain to do more. I'm with Tamika. She's dumb. She's
Yeah,
absolutely dumb still.
yeah.
And not
If
in
absolutely. because you're not thinking. You haven't sat down and really thought about this. Because had you did it, her even last season, her first thing was, "Can you talk to Horace about me owning a club?" You trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho in a place you know nothing about.
Thank you.
Ask yourself, why was Jules and Norman the two owning this club? Like, it had to be something behind it. And I didn't know that until we realized, till last season, they let us know that it was some people that they were actually working for. And somehow Horace was able to separate himself. This was side jobs that Norman and what's his name had got themselves into with different judges and everybody else. That's how they're able to get a lot of money. Even giving judges and all of that, the person over the FBI, having them partake with the women, they were able to get things over these people's head to get whatever they wanted. Like, it's such a lot, and I feel like Rain has failed herself without really doing any real work. You have so much access in front of you. You have money. You have Horace. You didn't utilize any of the access to see what the hell is all of this. So now you finna find out the hard way, and I can't feel sorry for you. And then you want to pop off as if you're that girl and you're invincible. It's something about this Bellarie money that's making everybody invincible. They act like they can't be touched. And that's what pisses me off, is the arrogance that they display on these characters. They are entitled, they are ungrateful, and they act like can't nothing happen to them because they're big and bad. That's why Mallory acts the way she does. Why are you going around talking to people like they all do it? Kimmy is coming in that space too. They ain't have their ass whooped right, as Mrs. Best would say. I'm sorry. Like,
Don't say that. That's terrible.
it annoys me to no end.
Listen, that's a good point though. Maybe that's what he's trying to show. Like, they always say money is the root of all evil, and these people be on some sort of evil something. But
Yeah.
Rain's just never been smart. Like, down to the BBL she got. I'm not letting nobody put nothing in my body in a hotel room that's not even Motel 6. Girl, you can't even get us at the Comfort Inn or the Best Western. We just at
You
this no
let this lady put this in your booty.
right. All sorts of crazy stuff. Like, what are we doing? Rain just irks me. She irks me, but that's a good point. Money's the root of all evil. Everything, and the biggest point you made, Rain was worried about, well, can you ask him to do this for me? While she was trying to figure out her sister, figure out her place and stuff. Like, why are you asking for favors when Kimmy is just trying to find ways to keep you alive? Just don't understand it. It irks me. It irks me. Courtney,
Yeah.
please. Your childhood dream was to be a stripper. When I watched Mystical's Shake It Fast video, I knew that I was going to throw ass in real life. Courtney, was you watching BET After Dark back in the day? Lord help us, because they had the regular video, and then they had the After Dark videos. I used to be looking at this like, what am I watching? Lord help us. Lord help us. That is not a humble family. It looked like everybody is agreeing with Q1J TV. That's how rich people act, and I'm sure Tyler Perry has seen it firsthand. That's a good point, too. No book sense, no street sense, no common sense, just no sense.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Hello. Shout out to you, VKJ TV. It looks like you got a channel. Somebody go subscribe to this channel. And good morning.
Yes.
Or good afternoon.
He actually he did a interview with Lena Waithe
Oh
for
wow, that's a
on
big
the
deal.
producer. He did. He just did his interview. I was in there. I was peeking. He does Beauty in Black. I don't know. Do you do the Beauty in Black? He does Divorce Sisters. I be cackling, and he does it all. Yeah.
I love that. I'm gonna have to check
The
out those. You know,
Shy.
to meet you. I'd love to
Yes,
see
y'all
it.
go follow. Go follow VKJ. Okay.
I wonder what Lena Waithe is gonna do next. now that
Huh.
the Shy
Huh?
ended. I'm wondering what Lena Waithe is gonna do next now that the Shy has ended.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward. Ain't got the sense God gave a roach. Tamika, please.
Not a roach.
Oh, Tamika, please.
My God.
Tamika, I've been meaning to ask you, are you gonna cover the relationship rehab? I need
Please
to
tell
know.
us you're gonna do it.
Please do, because we will happily we gonna snatch you up like you just snatchable. Cause I need her opinion. I enjoy
Yes,
doing Love After Lockup in a panel, not alone. I
we
don't know why.
need that. When does that come on? Is that
October.
like after the life after lockup situation?
I don't know what they're doing with Life After Lockup because they're saying relationship rehab's coming in October, but usually Life After Lockup
Oh,
comes after Love After Lockup, like a few minutes after. So I have no clue, but they're really advertising this relationship rehab. Shout out to Dr. Ishmael. He actually encouraged me with school. Shout out to him. Rain got the K Michelle special. It's AKA. You cannot say these things. Oh, there's quite a few comments. My bad, y'all. I'm failing at the comments. VKJ TV, tap in, tap in, tap in. That's a big deal, though. Congrats on your interview. I love to see people interviewing people. We love it. We love it. And look at the moderator on it on both channels. How did you do that, AB?
I don't know how, because I've been like this all morning. It's easy. It's different when you're just the visitor, but when you are the facilitator, you be like, wait a minute,
Where
I
am I?
can't do all this at the same time. Shout out to our HMIC in charge, our head moderator in charge,
Okay.
AB. Shout out to you. Okay.
Top flight moderator. I am here for it. I am here for it. I cover
Okay.
Beauty and Black, all of our shows. Let's get it. Oh wow.
He does.
I love that. I'm gonna check out your channel because I'm always looking for new.
Oh yeah, he was. We went through a therapy session for raising Kanan. It was so dope how he broke down everything from a mental, emotional standpoint. It was he did each character. I was just sitting there like, okay,
Kanan still need his ass whooped. And I'm gonna be saying that all through Power Origins. Okay. Kanan gonna need his ass whooped. Even when we get to the new power with Tariq and the Power Legacy
Lord Jesus.
and Tommy. That's my white husband in my head. But mm-mm, mm-mm. Kanan need his ass whooped.
He does. No problem.
Did we cover the whole show?
AB, we gonna call you unicorn. Okay, talk about our magic. We gonna call you unicorn. Okay. Shout out to you.
We going in on
And
Power
to
Origins.
everybody that is in the chat. We appreciate y'all. We really do.
We do.
But yeah, that's all we got for episode 1. Okay, we gonna have to have some conversations, Miss Beth, because I got some new ideas.
I'm down. I love a
I
new
got an
idea.
idea about Beauty and Black, and I'll talk to you once we
I just
get
appreciate
off.
you for inviting me to cover it with you and encouraging me to cover this show. Because I'll be shy. Kiwan in the background, my coach, okay? She's Denzel and Remember the Titans, okay? You're going to do this, Mrs. Best. You're going to do it right. You're going to do a great job. And you got this. I feel like, but she want to live in a different state because
We
none of these
love
shows
scripted
come to
TV.
California.
When I tell you scripted TV is everything,
It's
I cannot wait till
It's funner to cover scripted TV because when people act a fool, you know it's not real.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I think that's all we got. What do you have? Tell the world what you got going on.
Oh yes. Well, I've been a little all over the place and scattered, so apologies. However, I will have a Married at First Sight live after this live. Shout out to James. I'm late, but that's my friend and he loved me.
Oh,
But I have Married at First Sight. That's finally over, thank God. And then tomorrow I have Put a Ring on It. I'm gonna invite Q1 JTV as always, and James. And the age inappropriate, I'm going to try and get that out today, but I'm going to go see Christopher Maurice Brown and Usher Raymond tonight. So we'll see. It depends on how drunk I get. I'm just going to be honest. You're going live tomorrow. I will definitely come through.
I will be seated.
President
Will be
accounted
seated.
for. That's all I have though. And then the normal like stuff. The ultimate girls trip. I'm trying. But I'm about to be like you, Kiwan, and I'm considering dropping it. I'm not impressed.
Listen, we trying to get to our thou while we just be doing the things. I will say this. As far as my channel, it's y'all know I'm reviewing Soul Food the series. Next Gen NYC, whatever, all of these things that's coming up. I can't wait till Sisters come back. Okay. I don't know if are you going to review a Reasonable Doubt? Reasonable Doubt is everything.
I have never watched it. Don't judge me. It's been in my list
No, you
for a
gotta
very
watch
long
it.
time. I have not watched it and I heard good things. And I did watch a trailer. So if I do watch it, I probably won't cover it on my channel and just watch or like guest on other people's.
Yeah.
But
And well, when you enjoy your concert tonight, okay, enjoy. We love this for you. I am going to get ready to head to World Spring. That is a spa. I need to do something with my life later. I think when the sun go down, because I told y'all I live in Air Fryer, Texas.
stop.
It was 107 yesterday. I sat in the car for 2 minutes and everything was sweaty. It's
Come to
dumb. It's just
California. I'm
it's
just saying
hot in Dallas.
the high today in the Bay Area in Oakland, California is 71. Come on. I'll show you around.
Cause that's why I need to be where you at.
Come on. Please come. Please come. Can't live here no
Okay.
more.
So yeah, everything's getting ready to come back. So of course we're gonna be reviewing scripted Housewives. If y'all don't know, I decided to bring back since I snubbed y'all, my bad, on the Housewives of Atlanta. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do Potomac. I have added Potomac back in the repertoire.
Really? What?
I feel like something in me tells me I'm gonna be on Robin's side.
Here's the thing. Robin wasn't always on the wrong side on the show. She just talks like she's slow, like that. She does. That's the problem. She talk real slow, but she does sometimes be given the right message. Sometimes.
My God, on today.
Oh Lord, what's Papa Shada? Thank you.
Go ahead, Miss Ben.
I love it. I'm so close to 1,000, but then I'm not. It's weird. And I feel like now that I'm close, I gain a subscriber, lose a subscriber, gain a subscriber, lose a subscriber. So I'm doing that.
YouTube, it's
Yes.
been back and forward. It's so weird.
Messy.
Oh yeah, Shayna, you gotta watch it.
You gonna be stuck on it though, like Roy was stuck on that dope.
It's crazy, y'all. But do you have anything else for episode 1 that you felt like you didn't share? You needed to share.
No, I thought you did an awesome job. Our notes was pretty much the same. And I mess with you the long way, not the short way, okay?
Period. Likewise. Listen, I had to add a little razzle dazzle in the review, y'all. Goofy.
Well, shout out to everybody, y'all. I do have to head into this live with James. I know he's waiting in the studio. Where is this hoe? But I hope everybody subscribes to Q1JTV. She is very, very close to 1,000 subscribers and has a lot of great content. I hope y'all consider subscribing to myself as well. Shout out to VKJTV, Shayna_MCD, Tamika's Den. These are all great creators. Please tap in and support them. I have a Black Creator Spotlight in the description of every video. Lots of links to lots of great channels. Tap into all of them. But that's all I got. You got any last words?
Yeah. I'm tapped out. I don't have nothing else to give.
Other than that, I hope everybody has a good day. Shout out to QYJ TV, and we will see y'all next time. Au revoir.
Bye.